Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing why I left my phone, mostly, for a PlayStation Vita. Sorry, my phone's a bit laggy, so I have to work with what I got. Now, I haven't recorded a video in a while, so I'm going to be super freaking jumpy. So, if I look insane, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's start. I decided to abandon my phone mostly because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of its crap. I'm tired of it trying to shove notifications down my throat. I'm tired of it trying to use me as money. Tired of trying to use me as a data point. It can't do that. Part 2. How you can do this too. Alright. So, my Vita is jailbroken. It's fairly easy to do. There are tutorials online, you can look them up. But I got myself a bit of a storage mod. Whoops. I'm clumsy today. This thing. This SD2 Vita. Sorry if it's a little hard to read on the camera. I'm trying to get it oriented right. I have a 256 gigabyte card in this thing. Once your Vita is jailbroken, all you have to do really is open up the game card slot and realistically put it in. And just like that, it's in. Now, you will need a storage driver or something. That's fairly easy to set up. There are tutorials for that online. So, yeah, that's the modifications I've done to my Vita, minus software. My Vita is modified, software-wise, and somewhat hardware-wise, because I want to be able to have music on my Vita. Local music is really freaking useful, because then you don't have to rely on Wi-Fi to listen to it, or mobile data. And it has buttons. Actual, pressable buttons. And thumbsticks. Sorry about that, that was my dog. He likes photobombing, I think. Anyway, back on topic. The first thing you gotta do is go to jailbreak a PlayStation Vita, is go in your web browser, on the address bar type in deploy.psp2.dev, hit unlock my Vita. It's backwards on this screen, I'm sorry about that. And then once you hit that unlock button in the left corner, it will open stuff. I'll show you what it opens. Give it a moment here. My browser is not the fastest. It should open this menu. Hit install Henkaku and install Vita Deploy and then exit. And then follow the instructions from there. The instructions will be on a website called Vita Hacks Guide, I think. I'm not entirely sure, it's been a while since I jailbroke this thing. But in general, there are guides online. Part 3, the advantages. Heads up, I'm sorta improvising this whole video, so it might sound a little weird at points, including this next part. Hold on to your hats, folks. So, yeah, now that we're on the advantages section, let's discuss why this device, for me at least, is superior to a phone. The first point, it can't access social media, meaning it's not trying to shovel crap down my throat. The problem with most modern phones is they're constantly screaming for your attention, going, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, please pay attention to me. Versus a Vita, Its entire notification structure is this little LED next to the power light. It's not invasive. It just says, hey, I'm here. Pay attention to me if you want to, when you have time, versus a phone screaming, pay attention to me! And then comes, like I said earlier, local music. Local music is incredibly powerful because you're not geographically limited anymore. You can just listen to it however you please, realistically speaking. Another advantage of the PlayStation Vita is emulators. Let me open Adrenaline here. It's fighting me. Come on, come on. It can fully emulate a PSP, meaning you can play all PSP games and all PS1 games with some more setup. I don't know how to do that part. This thing is a very, very powerful emulation machine if you know what you're doing. Like, hold on, let me start up a game here. You can get Little Big Planet on the PSP, on the Vita. Give it a few moments to boot up here. Yeah, it's loading. Is it gonna reset my progress? Please don't have reset my progress. So how's your day, guy? How's your guys' day been going? Say so in the comments down below this video. Anyway, while we wait for it to do that, let me explain my philosophy with all of this. I just want a device that doesn't bother me as much, that respects my time and that respects me. A phone doesn't do that. It screams, pay attention to me! It thinks it owns me. I don't own it. Versus the Vita, I fully own it. I got this off of Japan Figure for like $300 or so. The SD2 Vita was like $6. Memory card, I don't know how much that was, but whatever. It's not that expensive to get into long term. Yeah, I can play Little Big Planet. Sorry, I'm gonna probably ignore this part because, yeah, ignore this part. The disadvantages. Okay, so using this is gonna, as a phone, is gonna come with some sacrifices, like lack of communication. There is apparently some people working on a revival of the messaging app for this thing, but it's not out yet and will take time to be out. If that changes, I might make an update post in my community tab, but yeah. Another major disadvantage is the internet browser barely works. It's from 2011, what do you expect? 2011, 2012. It's old. You're not going to be listening to YouTube on this thing. You're going to be having to download all of your music from your main computer. Or whatever device you use. And it's... the original version has a proprietary USB charger. This one doesn't. It has a micro USB. Right there. And it is a bit clunky in certain areas due to age. And you may want to check the battery if you have one of these, because it might be toast. If it's older. But those disadvantages inherently come with a few advantages. Not being able to access social media drastically helps my mental health. You have no idea how much disconnecting from social media has helped my mental health. I can still access it on my computer, but that means I have to be using my full desktop computer. Meaning I can't access it on the go, meaning I have to actually talk to people again. Now I don't do that, but I could. It's a work in progress. And having to download your music, it's kind of fun. It means you can listen to your music on the go without anybody telling you that, oh, you need Wi-Fi to listen to that. The problem with phones is they're like, you disconnected me from Wi-Fi? I'm useless now. Connect me to internet again, or I'm useless. A Vita? It doesn't care. All it needs the internet for is maybe PSN. Maybe. But even then, it's 2025. Who's using the PSN on the Vita now? Oh, and also, the camera on this thing is like 0.5 megapixels. You're not going to be recording full movies on this thing very easily. Unless you're going with a vintage retro aesthetic. Same with its microphone, it's not that great. Sounds like an Xbox 360 microphone from like 2005. Final thoughts and outro. Okay, so, my final thoughts on the matter. I have been doing this lifestyle of trading in my phone basically entirely for this for about 5 weeks or so. And I don't think I'm ever going back, honestly. It's a lot more comfortable to be able to disconnect for a while. I am quite anxious most of the time, and I don't like a phone screaming at me, the world is ending, repent, you're doomed, you're doomed, you're doomed, all of the time. This thing, it doesn't do that. It can't do that. It can't really track you that easily. It's not built to. Versus a phone, which is built to harvest all of your data. That's basically what it's built to do. And it's got its own unique style. It's got its own unique music on the menu screens and all that fun stuff. It's got its own unique styling. I kind of like it. And it's comfortable for my hand to hold on like a brick of a phone. Because I can hold it like this, like a phone. I can hold it like this, like a game console. I can hold it like this, like a psychopath. And its casing is plastic. It's not going to shatter. And it's made of screws. You can disassemble it and upgrade the battery in this thing to double its capacity with hardware modding. Apparently it's not even that hard. Although you have to be careful with that, because if you do it wrong, you might end up popping the battery, and then you've got all kinds of problems. But anyway, other than that, I will be trying to post more occasionally. I might not post often because I'm a bit burnt out, but working on myself. And yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one, guys. See ya!